This simple warm-up, players are encouraged to use their different moves on both their left and right foot. Variations of spin-off moves: outside hook, inside hook, flick behind, step over, and Zidane. In the next progression, play is started with the defender up top. The defender plays the ball into the attacker. The attacker makes a choice of taking their first touch left or right into space and attacking the cone. It's important for the defender to close down space on the attacker as quickly as possible. Timing of the spin-off move is imperative on the attacker, as well as not showing the ball to the defender. At the top, the attacker does a second spin-off move before play starts over. In the next progression, the attacker is dribbling to two different cones and performing two separate spin-off moves before finishing at the top. The cone is less important than recognizing the pressure from the defender as your cue on when to perform the move. Therefore, encourage the defender to time the closing of space appropriately and with correct speed. This encourages and helps the attacker to recognize the pressure, to spin away, accelerate into space, and not show the ball to the defender. A variation for the higher skilled players is to start with a driven ball from the opposite corner. Again, the ability to receive different variations of the ball and taking the ball into space will encourage the players to better utilize their skill sets. A third variation is still to start with a driven ball. Once the attacker receives this ball, he plays a quick 1-2 pass exchange with his teammate. His teammate then leaves the space, allowing the attacker to dribble in, where they will receive the pressure from the defender. This activity then goes through the same progression that we have seen. Again, encourage the defender to close down space quickly and time their defensive run with the attacker. The focus is not on the cone, but on recognizing the pressure from the defender. Stay positive, keep the players active. Here we have an expanded view of the entire activity with 12 to 15 players, all working at the same time. The game activity for this skill set starts with the defenders on the outside of the grid and the attackers on the inside of the grid. Play is started when the defender plays the ball to the attacker. The attacker is then trying to attack one of the two outside red cones. They can switch direction, time their spin-off move, disguise their moves to unbalance the defender and get to goal. If the defender wins the ball, the defender will counterattack to the middle of the grid to one of the two cones. It may help to start with more passive pressure from the defender, allowing the attacker to have some success before you increase the pressure from the defender. You can also challenge the attacker at higher levels with different types of balls being played in.